start the audio. So we got that going up, audio and video. What's going on, y'all? It's the wavy one. Also known as Cosmonaut Cam on this channel. So yeah, I'm back. So we're gonna go ahead, get right into it. In this video, I will be rolling up a backwood. I already got it out the pack here. And thing to remember, right? With backwoods, you want to keep these nice and fresh, especially if you're not gonna smoke them, you know, quickly, I guess, or if you don't smoke them that regularly. So you just want to go here, and I've already done it. Just make sure you put a little bit of the tobacco. All you have to do is unroll like 1 or 2 backwoods and just dump the tobacco back in here, and that just helps to keep it fresh, you know. It's pretty cool that it does that. And it says it right on the back of the pack, you know, not difficult to do. Just unroll that bad boy, put it in there, keep your woods fresh. I had to bring back some life into this one, and just to do that with blunts, if you ever have a stale-ish blunt, just go ahead, wrap up with both hands, or you can just do one hand. Just blow into the hole into your hand. You know, do it to one side, do it to the other side, and you will feel that, you know, kind of come back to life in your hands. You know, it'll kind of be more malleable. Now you can press on it, it's not gonna crack, and it's just a beautiful thing, right? It's real beautiful. So let me go ahead and got some Motown, got some roaches here from some backwoods that I've been smoking for the past 2 days. So I'm gonna unravel these bad boys here. Now, if this is your first time watching me, hey, what's up? Like I said, my name's, well, I didn't say this before, but my name's Cameron. You know, if the feds are watching, fuck you. Hey, I'm Cameron. I go by the name Cosmonaut Cam of the Cosmonaut Creative Stoner Collective. I will just put these right there. Then we got the grinder here. I've got a little bit over 1 gram in here of some Blue Dream, and then I have some CBD in here. CBD is legal in all 50 states. Go to your local smoke shop, get you some CBD, try it out. Now, CBD is going to be more medicinal. It's not really going to get you high. You do feel a head high, though. Kind of a light head high. I mean, the more you smoke, the more you'll feel it. But it's not debilitating, or it's, you know, if you've smoked enough weed, then you know what it's like. And it's not going to feel the same. It's going to feel familiar, but it's not going to be the same. I've been experimenting lately. I've been putting CBD with just regular weed and kind of, you know, playing with the effects of taking both of those at the same time. Now, the thing to remember is that CBD is going to counteract the effects of THC. So if you smoke enough of it, you know, chances are you probably won't feel high after a while. I mean, you'll kind of still have that CBD head high, and it's not the same, you know, head high as like if you smoke tobacco, you know. Maybe it is. I mean, I don't know. I've been smoking tobacco the past few days, so I should know, right? You're doing the experiment, ain't you? And I like this side, so I'm just gonna rip off a little bit right here. Go ahead and burn that for the gods. It's a joke. I mean, soon I'll burn that whole thing for the gods. You. We are the gods. Not trying to get like religious in them, you know, and stuff, but that's how I feel about it. So, I've been gone for a little bit, haven't I? And I'll get into that in just a bit, you know, where I was, what I was doing. But, rolling this up, we've got the hemp flower, CBD flower, and we've got some Blue Dream in here. If anyone listens to Juicy J, you know, I mean, I don't listen to Juicy J anymore, but back in the day, when he was kind of like a big deal, even though, you know, motherfuckers act like 3-6 Mafia, which 3-6, 666, you know, I won't get into that, because that's a rabbit hole in itself, but, you know, motherfuckers ain't never listened to 3-6 Mafia, Juicy J, Project Pat. Come on. It's like, people trying to act like history ain't happened. Blue Dream and Lean, I think, was like one of his, the name of his mixtapes. Mixtapes. See, that's the thing you'll notice about me if you're just watching me for the first time. Yeah, my speech is a little fucked up. Sometimes. Many times. I honestly just think my brain's working way too quickly. So many words and things up in there. Just trying to grab a hold of. Grab it. Pack that down a little bit more. Now, when I went to the store, I picked up some CBD cigarettes. It was a funny thing. My friend hit me up, and his girlfriend got some, and then he smoked it. He doesn't really smoke weed, or like really ever. You know, maybe on a rare occasion you'll get him to smoke, you know, some weed. But usually he's not trying to do that. But he smokes cigarettes. So it's funny because his girlfriend showed him the CBD cigarette. And then, yeah, he smoked that and he was feeling it. Like, he hit me up. We went to the smoke shop. He bought a pack. I bought a pack. And, you know, I mean, pretty much he was smoking those instead of his cigarettes. He was smoking the CBD sticks more than the cigarettes. Yeah, and it's kind of weird calling it, you know, like a CBD cigarette. I mean, it's what it is. You know, people get all weirded out by it. It's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a cigarette. What do you think it's gonna look like? You know, like even if you buy some like King Palm, right? They've got that little black ring on it. Or if you get jungle wraps, which I actually never made a video with the jungle wraps, but I've got it on my Instagram, Cosmonaut Cam, and then you can also find their page or just go to their website, Jungle Wraps. Those are dope. Ooh. Yeah, haven't been rolling much since I've been away, but it's coming back to me. So we got a nice little hole here. Yeah, as I was saying, a whole lot of side notes and stuff like that. But like I was saying, the CBD cigarettes, there's little leaves in there. There are stems in there. It can all be smoked. So I haven't gotten any headaches. I've actually never gotten a headache from weed. So I've heard, oh, no sticks, no seeds. You know, if you smoke a stem, you'll get a headache. I don't believe that. But hey, maybe that's just me, you know, in my life and how that works. So we've got all the product, all that goodness that was not put into here. This table's a little messy. it bothers me a little bit. But yeah, all the stuff that does not get rolled up, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it back in the grinder. Save it for later. So yeah, that's pretty cool though. My friend, he was actually enjoying the CBD so much, he was smoking those more than he smokes his cigarettes. You know, he'd smoke like maybe, a cigarette or two a day, cutting down from whatever he was previously doing. Like, he'll hit me up, be like, yo, I'm smoking one right now. It's funny. The thing to remember though, it is going to smell. Now he says it smells like real dank. It's not that dank, but it does give off a weedy smell. And then some people say it looks like Reggie, and you got all these tryhards, right? All these people, yeah, bro, I smoke fat blunts every day. No one cares. Like, it's not to look cool, it's medicine. You're supposed to be helping, maybe you're not smoking enough. Maybe you need to smoke fat CBD blunts and calm down. People be doing too much, way too often. And so yeah, we got this. Honestly, I could make this a little tighter up top, right here. This part isn't really sticking. Try and get that. I mean, there's like a little stem here, but that shouldn't be. Yeah, there's like a stem right here. It's kind of messing it up a little bit, but we'll work with it. So, I've been gone, right? A little over a month, I think. A short time later. We had that last video. I think I said in that video I was going to take a little break, but I may not have. Well, I said it on my Instagram, so if you're not following me, Cosmonaut Cam on Instagram, or you can go follow the wavy one on Instagram. Links will be in the description below. Yeah, took a little break. Was not feeling that good. Light this up. Now with these videos here, I am going to start uploading these both to YouTube and to WeedTube. That way, if YouTube ever wants to take me down, then hey, got a backup. And I've already created my WeedTube account probably like 4 or 5 months ago. I just never uploaded anything, to it. So I will do that, and it's gonna be a good time. It's like it's burning a little bit. See, that CBD is easier to burn than weed is. There we go. It's lit. See, then you mix the CBD with the THC. It'll help it to burn a little better. Just things like that. But yeah, bring this down here. So, I want to light this stem right here. So, where have I been, right? So, maybe like a month and a half ago. This timeline's gonna be a little off, but right after that video, probably, actually, I'd been feeling it in that last video. I was feeling a little bad, but not until I had stopped the video, that I kind of started to notice it. But a few weeks prior to that, I had went on a fast. I went on a 2-day fast. Don't worry, I'm not gonna burn myself. But I went on a 2-day fast. And then I was doing research into like juice fasting, and I was like, oh shit, let me do a juice fast. So then I did a juice fast for like 3 days. And yeah, I started to feel like a little bad, during that time. So then I stopped that. And if you don't know, I've been vegan since last July. Well, I went vegan last July. I went 4 months straight hardcore vegan, almost 5 months. But sometime in November, around Thanksgiving, it wasn't on Thanksgiving, but I think the week of Thanksgiving, I ate some animal products. So there's that. So then it's not like I ate like a shitload of meat or anything like that. I probably had like one piece of meat, average piece of meat, maybe this, not even the size of my hand. So did that, and then from vegan I went to majority plant-based diet, where I pretty much still ate the same, fruits, vegetables, grains, things like that. Only difference is that now I was eating a little bit of meat, and not even every day at that point. This year I switched over. I started eating meat like once a week. Because that's when I had done the fasting, and it's when I kind of started to feel a little off. And it wasn't even, well, for now, I will say, it wasn't even really like the fasting or anything that, is why I kind of took a break and I had started to feel bad. Now, I do believe that I may have been detoxing too fast. Now, I haven't, pinpointed this, what was really going on, but it might have been the fact that I was detoxing a little bit too fast. Being a vegan, obviously my body's already doing a little detox. And then I went on fast, so now my body has more energy. I'm not processing food, so now I can take that energy that was used to process food, and I can use that to heal, my organs and clean the system out, things like that. I'm just good as fuck at it. Safe to say I got a right to brag. All that be humble shit sound cute at the end of the day, but many years I had to fight for that. So from there, it could have been the fact that I was detoxing too fast. Many people will say that, especially on the juice fast. You're getting a whole bunch of nutrients, which is going to add to your ability to be able to detox. Now, mostly they'll say if a juice fast doesn't work, it's probably because you're not getting enough calories. You're not drinking enough juice, which everyone pretty much says, unanimously, like, yeah, you probably should be drinking a gallon of fruit and vegetable juice, more so vegetable juice instead of the fruit. But if it makes it easier to mix it, with the fruit juice just for taste, there's plenty of antioxidants in water and vitamins, minerals in fruits, so it wouldn't really hurt you. So yeah, doing the juice fast, and then I had to stop because every time I would smoke weed, whether I was recording or not, like any, and it kind of got, more and more as I was doing it more and more. It's like at first, I'd smoke a joint, like I've done so many times on this channel. I'd smoke a joint or something, and nice, still going. See that little hole here, or the stem poking through? That'll burn up in a bit. I'd smoke like a whole joint, and then I would start to feel like a little pressure in my chest, and my arm would start to tingle. And there's many. If you look it up, which I looked it up, so I would know, right? There's many reasons why your arm can start to tingle, right? Maybe you pinched a nerve. Maybe your body's not getting enough oxygen. Maybe you're deficient in something. Maybe you have like some other type of ailment or whatever. Numerous things that it could be, right? I was able to cross off most of those immediately. For a while, or really, like I said, with the pressure in my chest and everything, it kind of sort of felt like a panic attack, and I have had about 2 or 3 of those in my life, so I know what that feels like. Yeah, it's not fun. It is not a fun experience. And definitely, I tried to look into why, if this was a panic attack, like, why might I be having this? Am I stressed out? What are my thoughts like? I pretty much was able to cross that off too, because, I'm pretty much never, ever stressed. Just about anything, really. Unless, humans being humans, maybe something like that, it will kind of, affect me in some way, emotionally, chemically, but, not too much. I'll brush it off. I'll come back to self. I'm like, okay, think about it logically, detached emotion, crossed off the panic attack. So at the end of the day, the only thing that I could really think that it might be is either I was detoxing too quickly, and that's a possibility, or I was not getting enough nutrients, some type of nutrient, and that deficiency started to cause these symptoms, right? Now, like I said, I had been eating meat once a week, so I don't know, because they say, like, vegans or plant-based people, since you don't eat meat, you're going to be deficient in B12, but what those people don't know is that a lot of animals nowadays are, our environment is so crappy nowadays. A lot of those animals, are the farmers or whoever is, tending to those animals, will actually give those, the cows and stuff, B12 supplements. Yeah, it's a real thing. Even animals have to take supplements nowadays. Like, what the fuck is going on with our planet, right? We need to be doing everything we can to make sure that shit don't get too much worse, but it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. But it is gonna get better, so don't think like, oh, well, look at how you think. Well, obviously you think so negatively. That might have been what caused your panic attacks. I don't think it was a panic attack. I don't think negatively. See, the thing is, with people like us, quote unquote conspiracy theorists, the thing about us is that most of us who, we don't just see one conspiracy and then we're like, oh my God, this is it. And, we kind of look into that one conspiracy and just kind of stay in that lane. Don't really branch out to, like, health and, spirituality and things like that. And I've definitely been on that stuff for a long time now. Or a good while, I will say. Because most of the people who I watch on, YouTube, yeah, they've been on this journey for, years. 5, 10, like, some of these people are in their 60s who I watch. 50s, like, they've been in the game for a good minute. A good minute. It's kind of funny. I actually did not expect to smoke all of this, and we're about halfway through it at this point. I mean, we had the resonated weed in there, which was probably like a half a gram of weed on its own, you know, possibly more. Then I had about, you know, a gram worth of the CBD Blue Dream mixture. And then we've got the backwood here. And yeah, and see, even right now, like I can feel it in my arm. There's no pressure in my chest at this point, which usually that comes before even like the arm feeling. So I'm still constantly getting better. But like I said, you know, it's just something that I'm still dealing with at this point. So, in my mind, what caused this was either too quick of a detox or deficiencies. Now, since I, you know, finished my fasting, I've gone back to eating meat, and more so, I eat about one piece of meat a day, usually at the end of the day for dinner. Hold on, let me check the yeah, so I'm back. Had to switch over to my phone camera. There was like 30 seconds left of filming left on that camera. I just recorded a podcast last night, the Wavy podcast. That might be up right now. Gonna try to upload it Sunday. It's Thursday right now, but that might be up. So if it's Sunday, go check that out. I'm branching out, doing things like that, which is what gave me the idea to add the microphone here. So, gonna finish out the video on this, and then after that, I was supposed to take that off my SD card after I finished recording it, but, you know, sometimes life is the best teacher. Gotta learn these things. But anyway, still going strong on the wood. But yeah, so I eat meat about once a day now, and you know, I've been getting better little by little. Maybe it was just because, you know, too quick of detox. Maybe it was deficiency. You know, I don't know. I don't think it was B12 deficiency for sure. You know, well, oh yeah, you don't eat animal products. You're getting the B12 from there. But like I said, a lot of animals are getting supplements, and bacteria is what creates B12. Where do you think the animals get it from? Right? People talk about, well, there's all this iron in animals. Like, oh yeah, you can't get iron on a plant-based diet or a vegan diet, which is very untrue. Like the babao fruit from Africa, what is it that people like to get iron from? I don't even know, but it has a lot of iron in it. You know, I mean, there's numerous places where you can get your iron. So, don't think it was that. Another vitamin they say that vegans are deficient on, or people who don't eat meat, you know, is D3. Now, with D3, the thing with that comes from the sun. All the D's come from the sun, right? And our bodies are able to get those things from the sun. You just keep hitting it. Freaking phone calls, man. But yeah. Definitely don't think it was a D2, D3 deficiency. So honestly, I don't really know what it was. I need to get a blood test. I've been telling myself that. I've known that for a while now. I need to get a blood test. Um, so yeah, I will do that eventually. I need to do it sooner than later. But I'm just gonna have to get a blood test, and well, the thing about getting better and healing is that probably by the time I get a blood test, depending on how much it costs, um, I'm probably gonna be fully better, fully recovered, and not even really need a blood test. But I mean, I guess no one really needs a blood test, but it's definitely something you should probably look into, you know? And even if you're not, say, in the bad area, you know, in the red, being deficient in one area, you can see just the different nutrients that you might be low on, you know, lower on the scale. And then you can go ahead, analyze your diet, see, okay, what can I add that will go ahead and give me more of this nutrient. And that way you can just fortify yourself, so to speak, and just make sure that, you know, you're getting plenty of nutrients. You don't need to worry about anything. You know, if you're getting all the right nutrients, your body, it's going to have enough energy and, you know, vitamins, minerals that it needs for these different processes, you know, digesting food, converting some, you know, things and other things, because a lot of these vitamins, they help, you know, conversion rates and absorption rates and things like that. So if you're not getting certain vitamins, you know, you won't even be able to break down stuff well. Like, I think the thing is with B12, it's like if you're not getting enough vitamin A, you're not going to be able to utilize that B12 as good. And then another thing, if you're, you know, studies have shown that if you take, you know, vitamin C with B12, you can absorb it better. And that's for, you know, a number of different nutrients. Vitamin C is a good thing to have. You know, pretty much like 2 oranges, about the size of this cup, maybe even, yeah, about the size of this cup. 2 oranges a day gives you like over 200% of your vitamin C. So you're good. You can eat a mango. You can eat like apple's got vitamin C. I don't think it's got like, you know, that much, but you know, you can get vitamin C from a number of places. And yeah, this is a little bit of a longer video. Definitely, if you're still watching, hey, leave a comment. Let me know you're watching, you know, let me know what you're thinking. Like, what's going on for all the subscribers, even the new subscribers. How y'all doing? You know, where you at? What you smoking on? You know, I know that took a little bit of time, so hey, hopefully you brought out the bowl. Hopefully you rolled up some shit. Even though I put mine out, hopefully you still smoking. You know, and if you can't smoke, hey man, it's all good. Don't feel any negativity towards that, bro. I just took like 4 weeks off from smoking weed. Like, I mean, of course, I chose to do that. I mean, now I could have kept smoking. I mean, that wouldn't have been the smartest thing to do. I could have done it, but honestly, not smoking, like, my life really didn't change at all. You know, I mean, my girlfriend still smokes, and you know, like, we have friends who come over and smoke. Like, you know, people were able to smoke around me. I just was like, no, I'm good. I'm doing things, you know. I'm on the Xbox. Oh man, I'm feeling good though. I am feeling good, for sure. So yeah, we got the CBD and the THC mixture. I like it. So definitely test it out, see how it feels for you and your being. But yeah, about to get up out of here. Still not sure, you know, what was causing my my discomfort. See, like, like usually I would kind of start to feel, like even yesterday, like I would start to feel pressure in my chest, but that hasn't happened yet. Usually I gotta either like stand all the way up, like especially when it was getting, like, real uncomfortable. Discomfortable is not a word. But yeah, when it was getting pretty uncomfortable, I would either have to stand all the way up or like, lay down. And usually standing up worked better than laying down. But I don't know, like I was drinking water, I was doing all these things. So I don't know. I'm leaning more towards saying that it was the fact that my body was detoxing a little bit too quickly. And possibly I wasn't getting enough nutrients. Possibly. But I mean, like I was drinking plenty of juice. Well, I was drinking like 2 liters of juice a day, but that's a lot of nutrients in that juice. So that's why I definitely don't believe it was a deficiency. And I take supplements. So like I take some pretty good supplements. Spirulina being one of those supplements. And then I also supplement with hemp. Right now I have hemp powder. Usually I get the hemp seeds and then I just put it in the blender when I make my smoothies. And then I'm smoking it too. So I definitely don't believe it was a nutrient deficiency. Most likely I was detoxing too fast. But I don't know. I'll have to find that out. A little bit more experimentation and looking into that. So, gonna go ahead. I know this video is up there in time, but hey, all the people who want to watch are gonna watch. And yeah, I'm gonna go back. Gonna be making shorter videos from now on. But just the smoke session, right? We're chilling. We're having a good time. I ain't got nothing to do. You might not have anything to do either. Maybe you just wanna, hear me talk. So yeah, from me to you, peace, love, oneness, unity. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, like I said, definitely leave a comment. Yo, if you like what I'm doing, with the music or, the podcast that I just started, or, if you just like, the weed antics and just like talking about different things that I do on here, definitely go down below in the description. You can check me out on Patreon. My links for everything is down there. Instagram, Spotify, SoundCloud, Twitter. I make music, do photography, a lot of cool stuff. So if you want to go support me in my endeavors to do anything, or just if you like me smoking weed and recording it, then, check me out on Patreon. Think about donating to the cause. Help me buy more fruit. And yeah, peace out, yo. In the cosmos we fly.